Welcome to the NewsRamp Environmental and Energy Podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. NewsRamp.com curates the latest business news from leading newswires, bringing you the most relevant stories to keep you informed and inspired. Now, a quick note before we dive in. While this podcast is produced with the assistance of AI and AI voices, rest assured that the stories we're sharing are very real, and the complete news stories can be found at newsramp.com. It's Monday evening, June 2nd, 2025, and we have a lineup of environmental and energy headlines and stories that you won't want to miss. So, grab your coffee, lace up those running shoes, or settle into your favorite chair, and let's get started. Here is our first headline.
Green car news breaks. Mullen Automotive Inc. Mullen increases ownership of Bollinger Motors to 95%, resolves receivership. Mullen Automotive Inc., traded on NASDAQ under the symbol MULLEN, has increased its ownership of Bollinger Motors to 95% by acquiring an additional 21% stake, boosting shareholder equity by around $35 million. This move comes after Mullen resolved outstanding claims and debt that had put Bollinger under receivership, a case now dismissed with prejudice. Bollinger will operate independently under Mullen's ownership, with full support for its commercial EV lineup, including the all-electric B4 chassis cab. Mullen plans to use synergies to speed up the B4's development and drive growth in the commercial EV sector.
Green energy breaks. Foremost Clean Energy Limited, NASDAQ, FMST, appoints Cameron McKay as VP of Exploration to drive uranium strategy. Foremost Clean Energy Limited, trading as NASDAQ, FMST, and CSET, has appointed Cameron McKay as Vice President of Exploration, effective June 1, 2025. With over a decade of uranium exploration experience, including discoveries in Canada's Athabasca Basin, McKay's expertise aligns with Foremost's strategy to advance its 10 uranium properties. This move comes as demand for nuclear energy rises as a clean power source. Foremost Clean Energy aims to capitalize on the growing demand for uranium to support global energy transition goals. Alongside its exploration partner Denison, Foremost will focus on a strategic exploration strategy to identify resources by testing drill-ready targets. For more information, visit foremostcleanenergy.com.
Nicola Mining Inc., OTCQB, strategically positioned in British Columbia's critical minerals boom. Nicola Mining Inc., listed on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol M and on the OTCQB under the symbol HUSF, is strategically positioned in British Columbia's critical minerals boom. With a projected $3.5 trillion energy transition driving exceptional mining investment opportunities, Nicola stands out with its portfolio of assets and strategic locations. As BC's only third-party ore mill, Nicola operates on a capital-efficient revenue model that generates immediate cash flow and minimizes share dilution. With global demand for copper, gold, and silver on the rise amid the clean energy transition, Nicola Mining has established a unique dual revenue model in Canada's mineral-rich British Columbia, offering investors exposure to both immediate cash flow and significant long-term upside. This emerging player in the critical minerals market deserves attention. Mining news breaks. Ucore Rare Metals Inc. UCU secures definitive $18.4 million DOD award to build first commercial RapidSX system. Ucore Rare Metals has secured an $18.4 million award from the U.S. Department of Defense to build its first commercial-scale RapidSX rare earth separation system in Louisiana. The total funding under Ucore's OT agreement now stands at $22.4 million. The system will be capable of processing rare earth oxides starting in the second half of 2026. A groundbreaking ceremony was recently held with local, state, and federal leaders present. The facility's location in a foreign trade zone offers logistical and tax advantages. Ucore is also receiving support from Canadian federal and provincial programs to establish a domestic supply chain for critical minerals. The company aims to disrupt China's control of the North American REE supply chain through strategic partnerships and development projects. Investor news breaks. Uranium Energy Corp, YS American UEC, ramps up U.S. production as nuclear demand surges. Uranium Energy Corp, American UEC, has filed its Form 10Q for the quarter ended April 30th, 2025, showcasing operational progress amid the U.S. nuclear capacity surge. CEO Amir Adnani highlighted ISR production in Wyoming, ongoing work at the Burke Hollow project in Texas, and pre-feasibility prep at Canada's Rough Rider project. The quarter saw startup of Header House 10-7 at Christensen Ranch, expansion drilling, and infrastructure upgrades. In Texas, 101 new holes were drilled at Burke Hollow, with progress on equipment installation and trunkline integration. In Wyoming, UEC is aiming for a scalable ISR platform. Metallurgical work and pre-feasibility planning are ongoing at the Rough Rider project in Saskatchewan. For more information, visit uraniumenergy.com.
UGI upgrades starting next week in Hellertown. UGI Utilities will begin system upgrades in Hellertown the week of June 9th as part of their commitment to provide safe and reliable service. This project will offer opportunities for homes and businesses along the route to convert to natural gas. The work will impact Easton Road between Lower Saucon Road and Cherry Lane, with construction starting at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Additionally, Ringhofer Road will close 24/7 between Easton Road and Sherry Hill Road starting in mid-June. Some interruptions to natural gas service may occur, requiring property access for inspection and equipment relighting. UGI encourages those interested in converting to natural gas to contact them at 800-276-2722 or gasconversion@ugi.com. Weather and working conditions may affect completion dates, with final paving and restoration to follow underground work.
Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Environmental and Energy Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24/7pressrelease.com, NewsDirect.com, and BlockchainWire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.